Hi y'all, Reccia here with Pecan Creek Ranch. I'm going to ask you the question, do you know what a happy horse looks like? Let's discuss. So if you have been on social media or the internet at all, you know that people often present a certain way, a certain look. They act a certain way to kind of give the impression to others about what they're feeling on the inside. Now, we in the horse world can do this with our horses too. So sometimes we present pictures like this and tell you, hey, look at my horse. They're so happy. Look how beautiful. My horse likes this. My horse likes that. And the truth is, well, it's hard for us to know the truth about what makes a horse, or really anyone outside of our own being, happy. One thing we do know is that in order to really truly be happy, or to have any of the kind of pleasant emotions that we tend to associate with meaning happy, is that we have to feel safe and we have to feel secure. So when we are thinking about whether or not our horses are happy, we really try to focus on, have we provided them with the environment and the basic things that they need to feel safe and secure? Things like variety of forage and food, things like an environment where they're free to move and make choices. Are we providing them an environment where they have the things that they need to be not only physically safe, but emotionally and psychologically safe? So in our environment, we really try to pay attention to things like what kind of vegetation is around. Do they have enough shade? Do they have little places where they can be and explore, in a variety of those? And it's really hard to be able to provide that kind of thing for anybody, because it does require access to resources. And we don't all have the same access to the same resources all of the time. Now, when I talk about safety, making sure that they are safe and secure, one of the things that I want to be clear about is that we can never make sure that somebody is not feeling stressed, is not feeling pain, is not experiencing anything that would be unpleasant or uncomfortable. And I think sometimes what happens is that when we are responsible for the care of another being, whether that's our pets or family members or friends or just really anybody that we care about, that we can start to think that the only way that we can help them feel safe and secure is to make sure that they don't ever experience any pain or stress or uncomfortable emotions or experiences. But that's impossible. We're really setting ourselves up to fail when we come from that perspective. It's important to remember that you can't even do that stuff for yourself. How are you supposed to do it for someone else? You just can't. And so when we're talking about creating safety and security for our horses or for anyone else, we're really talking about is doing the best we can to put the things in place that create the potential, the greatest potential and possibility for them to feel safe and secure. And of course, we're always having to do this within the resources that we have available to us. That's including time, that's including our energy and our mental health. We have to include all of those things into that. So what we do is that we do the best that we can do. We have to hold these two, sometimes conflicting and often complex, thoughts in our head or beliefs. And that is that the only one who truly knows how a horse is feeling inside, how they're experiencing the world, is the horse. And the best that we can ever do, even with all of the research and the knowledge and the data that's out there, and as we learn more and more, we can do better and better. But the best we can ever do is guess. about how our horses are feeling. Now, hopefully we're making some educated guesses and that we're really attuning to them from moment to moment, trying to understand what their experience is like. And hopefully we're paying attention to all the different signals they're giving us and learning more and more about those. Always understanding that what we do know, we really know very little about, and that it's okay for us to always be exploring, constantly question what we do know, while at the same time feeling confident about what we're doing, feeling confident about everything that we're trying, doing the best that we can. So there's a level of holding some compassion for yourself and also some understanding that you're going to get it wrong and that you're potentially right now, even though you feel confident about it and you feel pretty certain, you're potentially really wrong. It can be really hard to hold these two, confidence and I'm probably wrong, at the same time. That's what we need to do, not only for our horses, but for each other. When we're interacting with each other, being able to hold these two conflicting and sometimes, oh gosh, what's the word? Maybe abrasive, maybe they rub up against our emotions. Holding these two conflicting ideas at the same time can be really difficult. But I'm convinced that a large part of growing and maturing and being an adult is learning how to hold two conflicting things at the same time without it getting you dysregulated or causing you to act in ways you don't want to act. So if you want to see more content like this and maybe a little light entertainment involving the animals, go ahead and subscribe. You can also click the bell so that you can receive notifications whenever we post new videos. Thanks for joining us and take care of each other. Stupid trucks. Stop it. Why did you just decide to do this now? You can also tap the bell. You can also tap the bell. How dare you drive somewhere? You can also tap the bell